If the Taoist wishes to summon wind, a special kind of whistling incantation is required. The sound is similar to that of a whistle, which is used to call forth an animal. When performing the rituals, the practitioner will sometimes use a magical bag and attempt to trap or capture the wind into this bag so it could be used for future workings. The bag would usually be used with a rope. Once the wind has been captured, the rope should be tied, sealing the bag with magical energy. The winds could then be controlled depending on the tightness of the ropes and the type of knot that was used to seal the bag. In some traditions, a red silk handkerchief is used by making 3 tight knots. The wind inside would not be able to escape if you do it properly. The release of 1 knot was known to bring a gentle southwestern wind. The release of 2 knots would summon forth a very powerful northern wind, and by completely removing all 3 knots would summon a full-on wind storm. This last method was usually done to destroy things, ghosts, and people. The whole concept of using a bag for the winds comes from the 2 different versions of the deity Feng Bo and Feng Popo. Tools to help with summoning wind are bezoar stones. These are stones that are found inside the tissues of animals and humans. Also, I use the herb broom in order to generate wind, and the Taoist should expose the magical stone to fresh air. I always do this by placing the stone on a high point on the altar, and the herb broom should be submerged into water. When practicing rainmaking, the Taoist should abstain from meat, wine, sex, and any form of drugs for at least 3 days before the ritual. People who are in the process of mourning the death of a loved one and women in their menstrual cycle are excluded from taking part. In some traditions, Taoist shamans would dance naked around a burning fire. The belief was that as the shaman danced, he or she would sweat, and the drops of sweat would encourage drops of rain to fall down. Those who are aware of sympathetic magic would have no problems getting this to work. Some stones and crystals that aid in rainmaking consist of jade, which is activated by throwing the jade strongly into water. Also agate, hematite, aquamarine, and jasper, among many others. Herbs used in Taoist rainmaking are bracken, heather, and fern. A weather magician would typically burn fern outside to help with rainfall. To stop rain and encourage sunshine, a sunstone should be used in combination with malachite and chrysocolla. These stones work great for stopping storms. One thing that you must consider when working the winds is this. Every wind direction has a distinct quality, and they all have something unique to offer the weathermancer. For those taking the first step in their journey of natural magic, the wind you should start with is a southeastern wind. It is considered to be the most divine of all the 8 directions, carrying with it healing properties, energy from the immortals and gods, breath of dragons, even the breath of the Tao itself. This beneficial wind is enriched with the essence of all that is yang. It originates from heaven and not earth. It's both safe and sacred. This wind can destroy demons, blow away bad luck, invite abundance, even calm and relax the mind due to its gentle nature. For the novice and the adept, this rule does not change. A true weather master will never stop working with this wind direction, no matter how skilled they become, because it's the backbone of the practice. I highly recommend that you dedicate your time to understanding the powers of the Southeast if you wish to properly walk this path.